Hi Capricorn, this is your weekly day by day tarot cards reading by Emma for the week beginning on Monday, the 5th of May. So Monday with 8 of Swords. This is not pleasant energy. When you feel like you don't have freedom, you cannot move on, you cannot do anything for yourself, you are stuck with some obligations, with some jobs, with, I don't know, whatever situation where you were, I don't know, feel unable to help yourself. Perhaps you can say no. Perhaps there is help, or to complete it if it's possible and move on. Surely there is a solution, and perhaps a solution is up to you. Often with this energy, we promised a lot, we accepted some obligations. I mean, often it's our own fault. Not always, but yeah, could very well be. So what I'm saying, most of the time, it's up to you to say that you don't want it and you will change it. Most of the time, that's the solution. But look, whichever way, this is unpleasant feeling. You still feel stuck now, being your own fault or somebody else's, doesn't matter. But this energy makes you feel stuck in the situation and you don't have a way. Where to go now, what to do now, how to help yourself. Often some ethics, some morality connected to this energy, something which holds you back. Don't say no, do whatever was asked of you. You see what I'm saying? Do not negate, do not deny it, just accept it. No visibility. With this energy, you cannot see your way out. For whatever reason, doesn't matter reason at this point. But look, what is positive with this energy is when it comes up, and you feel it so strongly that you're stuck with this particular situation, it's a first step in the way to free yourself, because now you are addressing the problem. And I suppose that's the first step, to acknowledge that this is the problem for you. It's obstructive, takes you nowhere. Yeah, it will perhaps take some time before you do that. It's with 9 of Wands. Perhaps for you is very difficult to say no. You perhaps promise something, because 9 of Wands is completing something. You will complete all of it, okay? You're not going to say no. You're not going to refuse it, but you will finish with it, okay? However sticky, unpleasant, or so restrictive, you will finish with it. You will bring it to an end, you'll complete it, and then you will free yourself, you'll move on. You will not continue with the very same thing, but you will not abandon it halfway through. You will honor your promises and your obligations in that sense. Doesn't matter how heavy seems today, you will not abandon it. You will put lots of effort and you will finish it. With 9 of Wands, it says it's not much left, okay? This is tying up loose ends to call it done, okay? And then really you will feel free, you will move on with something else, you can pay attention to something else. Until it's done, you will honor your obligations. We can talk your studies, all right, being stuck with some course, some studies, some job, some relationship, whatever situation, okay? But you will not abandon it. You will complete it. Doesn't matter you feel tired, sick and tired even. You will not abandon it. This is kind of situation. Job is not done when you're tired. Job is done when it's done, and you will stick to it, yeah. Very honorable, in fact, though perhaps very demanding, tiring energy. But that's perhaps for you for Monday, Capricorn. Being responsible. No, Tuesday. With the Tower. Sure, Tower is unpleasant, particularly out there. Okay, could include other people. That's why mostly unpleasant, because it took time to build this situation. Your convictions, your ideals, your beliefs. You see what I'm saying? You build with time. Maybe some relationship with people, maybe business, maybe whatever that was. You build. You did put effort into it. And now it seems it's breaking down, and perhaps it is something which you knew for a while that is not good. It's not doing well. Not for you, not for others. I don't know, relationship was on the shaky ground for a while. You just couldn't say no. You couldn't resign from that job. You just couldn't. Do it willingly. It happens kind of forcefully because the Tower is not asking if you want it or not. Just happens unexpectedly, suddenly, seems catastrophic, breaking down whatever beliefs, relationship. When you have a relationship with a person, relationship which is dying for a while, and you didn't want to break up. Now suddenly things are coming up which will break up relationship rapidly, drastically, with fights, with words, with, unpleasant. Yeah, but anyway, I'm just giving you example about Tower. With the Seven of Wands, you will have to defend yourself here. Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you do something about that? Why didn't you talk about the situation? Why didn't you say why you're not happy in the relationship, in that business or so? If you said so, we could have, deal with that. Perhaps you will have to explain yourself why didn't you say something earlier, that you were unhappy, that money is not enough, that you don't love a person anymore, whatever that your problem was. Why didn't you bring that problem up for discussion earlier? Situation will blow up today and you will be on defense. 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands, both of them are defending. You will have to defend yourself, your decision, or my impression is your indecisiveness, okay? Your inability to talk truthfully about what you feel like. It was about you being unhappy with some sort of situation and you didn't talk about. You just couldn't say it. Now when things erupted and things unpleasant, now you have to defend yourself. You have to stand your ground. You have your rights. You were not happy, but you will have to defend yourself because the situation is very, very unpleasant out there. Now Wednesday. With death. Yeah, that's supposed to happen, okay, before this Tower. Then you wouldn't have a Tower situation, abrupt, catastrophic situation. You're supposed to somehow end this unpleasant situation earlier, willingly, on your own, to come forward, to say what you don't like, you want to finish with that, it would be easier. But now it is what it is. On Wednesday, situation is over and you are accepting it. Everybody has to accept it because it's over. Relationship, business partnership, some sort of situation is over. Situation which you were not happy with and perhaps for a while. This surely works for you. Yeah. Knight of Rods. Knight of Rods is exciting energy now that everything is over, everything is on open, whichever way it came out, doesn't matter now anymore on Wednesday. It's not that something is happening on this day, that energy is out there, it's quiet, it's silent energy, but you were so excited about your new possibilities. Now you can change this situation, now you can go and have really loving relationship in your life, you can have a really job which you like, you can change that sticky, ugly situation you didn't like, didn't feel comfortable in for a while. You can change with something comfortable, something pleasant, something which suits you. You're looking forward to it. Now with the Knight of Rods, perhaps you do have concrete idea how you're gonna do it. You're not doing it, as I said, that is out there. It's silent energy. You're not doing it today, but you've got on your mind what type of life you can create now, what type of relationship you can have now, what sort of obligations you will be able to accept for yourself now. You see what I'm saying? Exciting energy, looking forward to something new, different life you're gonna create. You're gonna have some fun. You will have some fun. Knight is excited to create, to go places, maybe to travel, finally, to see the world. Yeah, But whatever it is for you, Knight is excited about that future, about new life, about new creation. Concrete idea might be on your mind, though you're not gonna do it today. Very silent out there, perhaps. It's a transitioning period with that energy. We always talk transitioning period, and surely you will need this transitioning period for this dust to settle, for people to come down, so you can go after your new goals. You're excited about your new life, but not today. Just, let it all settle down first. Now, Thursday, with 10 of Cups, it's getting better, eh? And you needed to get rid of it, definitely. And look at this, the moment that you got rid of this unpleasant 8 of Swords, the Tower, unpleasant, sticky situation, something which you really disliked, you didn't know how to get rid of it, finally out of your life. Look how exciting now you were. Look how happy you were, expecting your new life, different situation, which you are transitioning yourself into. You are transitioning yourself into happiness. You see what I'm saying? That is transitioning period, and there where you're going. Rainbow Gate is now opening for you, happily ever after. You were excited about that new life, about traveling, maybe feeling free. Look at this freedom, happiness, finally feeling free, finally feeling happy. You can do whatever that you want to do now. If you want to travel, yes you can. You want to buy something, yes you can. You see, very excited about new beginning, because 10 is always some sort of completion, and this beautiful beginning which opens up with 10 of Cups. Happiness, it's all about happiness. Yeah, nice. With the Strength, perhaps you're going to control yourself not to show your excitement. Perhaps it would be unwise or maybe insensitive, to show yourself. Hey, people, hooray, Strength always controls your feelings. So you're going to be controlling yourself. Yes, a beautiful life is in front of you, but perhaps you're not going to allow yourself to show so much of excitement, so much of happiness. It would be perhaps insensitive towards other people. Because Strength is subduing your feelings, okay? Your emotions are down. You cannot show yourself so happy, because it will be insensitive. It's not right, because other people offended, angry, or something. I really believe that Strength is here just because of that. Though, look, Strength might talk about real strength, which you need in order to create this new life. Maybe some effort you still need to put in order to create this new happy life. Could also be something like that. But it's important. New happy life. New exciting, new happy life in front of you. You are going to be happy. Now this or that way, with work, with strength, or without, you are going to be happy. That's very important here. Yeah. I think it's most important for the whole week up until now. Anyway, Capricorn, that was your Thursday. Now Friday. With Temperance, okay, with time. Temperance is patient energy. You'll give it some time. You will learn with time. You'll develop with time till things will settle with time. You see, Temperance is patient. It takes time, takes into account other circumstances, things that are happening, other people as well. Very considerate kind of energy. Paired with 5 of Swords. Look, with 5 of Swords, there's a loser and a winner. Okay, maybe you feel yourself like that on this day. Perhaps the whole week is about, I don't know, winner and the loser. You wanted to change the situation which you were not pleased with, but there were other people also connected to the very same situation, perhaps pleased with the situation. Moment that you extracted yourself out of, other people perhaps got very unhappy because of that. You managed to get whatever that you wanted for yourself. You've got your freedom. But then you lost your friend, you lost your partner, somebody is angry with you, people are gossiping around you. It's not all perfect. With 5 of Swords, never really perfect situation. But look, you are the winner, you've got something which you wanted. I think you wanted your freedom. Now freedom out of the relationship, out of business, out of some situation, sticky, unpleasant situation, project or so, you are out of it. But you made perhaps some enemies, you anger some people, you made some people sad or disappointed with you or something. It's not all perfect, as I said, but you do understand it, okay? You knew that it's not going to be all perfect, okay? With the time, day after day, time will help. People will heal themselves. You will be friends with the person again or not. Doesn't matter. Temperance, time will tell. Give it time, yeah. So far, so good. Take the win and let time fix whatever problem, whatever else is left to be fixed. Yeah, your Friday. The High Priestess. Okay, something still needing to know, or something very secretive out there. I mean, the High Priestess is about knowledge, requiring, insisting on, feeling like, okay, knowing what you feel like, understanding what is good for you, what is not, maybe waiting to understand other people as well, maybe to understand the whole situation, current development perhaps, still waiting to understand the whole thing, how this relationship, this business partnership or something will develop from this point on. Still things to be revealed, okay? Maybe, look, as I said, could be just a secretive energy because it's out there, maybe just you being secretive, not wanting to talk about yourself. Not right now. 10 of Wands, yeah, it's still about time. I think I'm going to connect it to this Friday. I think it's exactly the same thing, just in a different way. We are having happy and unhappy people, Some people are not pleased with whatever that has happened, but you are expecting with the time they will have to forgive you. They will go their own way. They will accept it. They will get over it with time. And on this day, perhaps, yes, again, with time, you will be forgiven if it's about forgiving or forgetting, or it doesn't matter, but not right now. I think that is the problem, and that what burdens you. Maybe you are feeling guilty for some reason, like you are taking responsibility for the whole situation, okay? All of these, which was unpleasant for other people, okay, happened because of you, and you were carrying that sort of burden. You were responsible for whatever happened, like in that sense. And you still need time to accept it yourself, that you are not responsible. Even if you were responsible, you will eventually get over it. Now, this is about you to get over it. Now, Friday would be mostly about other people, to understand other people, other people's position, but this is your position. You feel yourself burdened, you feel yourself responsible for whatever that has happened, and you also need time. You need to work it out. You need to clarify to yourself, to forgive yourself. Yeah, maybe something like that. But kind of heavy, emotionally heavy on you, Capricorn. I think you are taking responsibility for something, okay, which happened Monday, Tuesday. I don't know, you were stuck definitely with a situation, you didn't like it. Maybe you're supposed to say something earlier. Maybe it would be easier if you did, but you didn't, and it happened as it happened. You might be feeling guilty because you were responsible for some problem, for, I don't know, for people feeling unhappy now, people crying around, people, I don't know, being miserable because of you or something, but it's your burden, it's your responsibility. At least you are perceiving it like that, okay? You are still searching to know, searching to understand all of it, okay? To forgive yourself, to understand it is not your fault. Could you do that better? Couldn't you do that better? I mean, you will, okay, give yourself some time to know about it, but it will take time with you as well. For now, you do feel responsible, and it burdens you surely on this day. Now that's your Saturday. Now Sunday. with the Seven of Cups. Look, I like to see this Seven of Cups, Ten of Cups, something which you are expecting, some options, some possibilities, some happier situation, some happier life. It was all about you to free yourself, to do something better for yourself, something loving, something friendly, something happier, something more satisfying, something personal perhaps. And you do have a possibility to do that now, since you don't have these obligations, this sticky situation anymore, even though it wasn't easy to get rid of it. And it's still around you. It's not over with that, not yet. But you are at least beginning to dream about different life, happier life, opportunities for you right now, when you have your freedom, when you feel good about yourself. What could you do now with that? Yeah, you're going to be happy. Definitely sun energy is within you. You are beginning with your happy life. But this is freedom. This is happiness. Everything which you didn't have, now you can have. You will be free. You will have your joyful life. You will have your, I don't know, exciting life. You will, whatever that you couldn't have, you will have now. You can have now. Because the Seven of Cups mostly talks about possibilities, dreams, mostly dreams, imaginations, fantasies. If you're gonna travel now, where you're gonna travel, what type of life, what people, what something. You see, all joyful, all happy begins now. You feel like you are reborn now. Freedom for you, finally. Something really burdened you. I don't know, maybe a relationship, maybe work, maybe some project, maybe whatever situation did burden you badly, okay? I think it was something very personal for you. You didn't talk about that. Perhaps you felt that you don't want to offend people, but eventually they were offended anyway. Situation ended up a bit noisy, a bit abruptly, but it ended up, at the end of the day, that's what you wanted. You wanted to free yourself. And only by Sunday, after all these push and pull days, you will begin to really feel free, really happy. Your future finally promising, finally looking good. Yeah. Interesting week, not easy week for you, but I think you're gonna love it. As time is passing, you will be more and more happy because this situation, this week finally happened. Yeah. Anyway, Capricorn, I really hope that you're gonna enjoy this week, and I will speak to you again very soon. Till then, best regards, Tarot by M.